On this edition of Wildcat Weekly, baking, binge watching, and bloopers. All this and more coming up. Hi, and welcome to the last Wildcat Weekly of the year. I'm your host, Noelle Mayer. As we continue to eat takeout food, Lauren shows us the best restaurants that Naperville has to offer.
So I'm in downtown Naperville, and I'm going to put 4 local restaurants to the test to see which one has the best takeout. The first stop is Charco's Barbecue off of 59. Here I ordered a pulled pork sandwich with barbecue sauce and I paid $7.89. Ordering online is only available for the North Naperville location, so I called in my order, but you can also go in to place your order. There was no curbside pickup offered. Next stop is Q Barbecue, located on Main Street in downtown Naperville. Here I also got a pulled pork sandwich that came with a side of choice and hush puppies for $9.84. This place was super easy to order online, and once I arrived, I called and they brought my order out to me. The third place is Soul Taco, the newest restaurant from this list. Located on Jefferson Avenue, I ordered chicken tacos for $8.78. Here, ordering online was the only option for placing an order. Once I arrived, I texted the number with my order name and they brought it out to me. The last restaurant I went to was Empire on Chicago Avenue. I ordered a Jane burger with cheese and it came with a choice of either fries or chips for $12.05. You can phone in your order as I did, or order online if your order will be over $25. They have a designated area to park and they run your food out to you. Overall, I would rate Q Barbecue the most takeout friendly. Ordering online was very quick and easy, and when I arrived, there was no wait. It also had the most amount of food for your money. Coming in second is Soul Taco because ordering online and pickup was very simple. However, they didn't offer phone orders here. Third place goes to Empire because pickup was fast, but they had a minimum order amount. And fourth is Charco's. There was no wait here and the food was good. However, this was the only place you had to walk in the restaurant compared to others with curbside pickup. Have a great summer, Wildcats, and for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Lauren Verdon.
Netflix has been a staple of nearly everyone's quarantine. Sam and Jim show you their top picks to binge watch.
So just like the rest of you guys, me and Sam have been stuck inside our houses. Thankfully, it's a nice day outside, so we are going to be ranking our top Netflix picks for quarantine. I'm going to be running down my top 3 movies.
And I'll be doing the top 3 TV shows.
All right, so let's get right into it. So my number 3 movie on Netflix to stream is Taxi Driver. This one is an old film. It's directed by Martin Scorsese, and it's starring Robert De Niro as Travis Bickle, who is a taxi driver in New York City, and it documents him as he goes off the deep end. I love this film because it's a good commentary on masculinity and what loneliness can do to a man.
My number 3 TV show on Netflix is a Netflix original called The Ranch. It is starring Ashton Kutcher, who plays Colt Bennett, coming home after many failed attempts to try and make it in the NFL and semi-pro football. And it's about how he comes home to work on his family ranch and gains his trust back from his family.
All right, so my number 2 movie on Netflix is Ex Machina. It's about a guy who wins an office contest to go and live at the CEO's isolated modern mansion for a week. And so the CEO has a robot in his basement named Ava, who he programmed with AI, and he wants to see if Ava's artificial intelligence is enough to make it conscious and form original thoughts. And things go awry very, very quickly. And I like this movie because I think the message is going to be relevant in the future, and I think it's always going to be relevant about the issue of artificial intelligence. It's a real masterpiece of a sci-fi film, and I don't think it got the hype it deserved.
My number 2 for Netflix TV shows has to be Outer Banks. It is about a kid named John Rutledge who's going through the Outer Banks alone trying to find a treasure after losing his dad in a boating accident. It shows the difference between the upper and lower class and how sometimes they can come together and also show their differences. And I think it's a great TV show. There's only one season out right now, but as soon as they release season 2, I think it's going to live up even more to the hype.
All right. And so my top movie on Netflix is, of course, The Irishman. Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese are reuniting from Taxi Driver on this one, but this time Robert De Niro is playing Frank Sheeran, who recalls his time as a former hitman for the mafia. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely amazing. It is worth every second of its 3-hour and some minute runtime. Oh my goodness, 10 Oscars, 5 Golden Globes this film was nominated for. Oh my god, definitely give this a watch if you haven't yet.
And so my number one TV show on Netflix to watch is actually not quite on Netflix yet. It's becoming later on this week, but is The Last Dance. This is a documentary series about Michael Jordan and the 97-98 Bulls. I think it's a great way to just end it and show like what happened to the Bulls. Why didn't they keep that team together? And it goes through all the playing careers of Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and Dennis Rodman. For me, after watching this, if you don't think Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, then you need to watch it again and again until you understand that. So that has been our top 3 movies and TV shows on Netflix. If you haven't started watching any of these, I would start watching them as soon as you can. And for Wildcat Weekly,
I'm Jim Rendell.
And I'm Sam Applebaum.
With summer just around the corner, it's important to stay active. Dom and Chris show you some at-home workouts for you to stay fit.
During the coronavirus outbreak, staying healthy and fit has been difficult for many. But there are many workouts within your house that can help increase and maintain muscle growth. Note that if any of the workouts include dumbbells, the weight can easily be replaced with either resistance bands or any items within your house to help execute these movements. The first exercise to help increase muscle size is the incline chest press. If you currently do not have dumbbells, an alternative exercise would be doing incline push-ups on a chair within your house to help strengthen the pectoral muscles. Next is the shoulder press. If you do not have access to dumbbells in your home, a way to complement the exercise is putting your feet on the resistance bands to help work the deltoid muscles. Then we have the split squat. If you do not have dumbbells at home, you can do the bodyweight version of putting your left or right foot on the chair to help simulate the lift that helps build the quadricep muscles. Here we have the bicep curls. If you do not have dumbbells inside your house, you can put your feet on the resistance bands to help execute the lift and help build bigger biceps. Finally, we have the dumbbell calf raises. If you are unable to perform this exercise without dumbbells, you can simply go on your stairs and do the bodyweight version of the exercise. Like the name entails, the dumbbell calf raises works the gastrocnemius, aka the calf muscles. For a challenge in your workout, you can do clapping push-ups. And to do this exercise, simply push down on the ground and explode up to then clap your hands at the top to work on intensity and timing. Other bodyweight core exercises that you can do are bicycle kicks to help increase abdominal strength, and you can also do one-leg sit-ups where you can perform these exercises in the basement, garage, or outside. Hopefully these at-home workouts help empower you physically and mentally. Be sure to stay safe and strong, Wildcats. And for the last time this year for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Chris Baumgartner.
And for the last time this year for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Dominic Liacani.
Over quarantine, baking fun and simple treats are a must. Lily and Jenna show us 2 easy recipes you can make.
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make homemade cinnamon rolls. The ingredients you will need are flour, milk, baking soda and baking powder, white sugar, cinnamon, butter, and shortening. For the icing, you will need powdered sugar, butter, cream, and vanilla. To start, put 2 cups of flour in a big bowl, along with 4 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. The last dry ingredient will be 1/4 cup of sugar. Then, cut up 6 tablespoons of softened butter and add that to your dry mixture. And then the last ingredient will be 2 tablespoons of shortening. Then, take a pastry blender and mix it all together. Don't work with the dough too much or else it'll be way too dense. After that's all done, add 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk and mix that all together until you get the consistency you like. Then add your dough to a piece of parchment paper with flour on it so that way it doesn't stick. After that, you will take a rolling pin and roll it until it is flat. Next, we'll be making the filling. For this, add 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 cup of melted butter. Mix that all together, and then you apply that on top of the dough. When you're done, roll up the dough, and this might take 2 of you. Cut up the dough, place on a pan, and then put in the oven at 375 degrees. While the cinnamon rolls are baking, let's make the icing. For this, you'll need a cup of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of butter and cream, and a hint of vanilla. Then mix. Once the cinnamon rolls are done and cooled, apply the icing and then enjoy. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Lily Blanchard.
And for the second recipe, I'm going to be teaching you how to make chocolate chip cookies. Make sure to start off by preheating your oven to 375. The ingredients you will need will be flour, baking soda, salt, butter, sugar, brown sugar, 1 egg, vanilla, and chocolate chips. To start things off, in a smaller bowl, add in 2 1/4 cup of flour. Add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Set that smaller bowl aside, and in a larger bowl, put in 2 sticks of butter. Next, add in 3/4 cup of sugar and brown sugar. Mix the butters as well as the sugars on medium speed for about 1 minute until it's light and fluffy. Add in 1 egg to the mixture as well as 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Stir until it's smooth. Slowly start to mix in the flour mixture that we had put aside earlier. Once all of the flour mixture is stirred in, you can slowly start to add in some chocolate chips. Once the chocolate chips are fully mixed into the dough onto an ungreased cookie sheet, drop the dough by the rounded tablespoons. Place them about 2 inches apart from each other. Next, you want to put the cookie dough balls into the oven and make sure to start a timer for 8 to 10 minutes. After 8 to 10 minutes, it's time to take the cookies out of the oven. After about 2 minutes, place your cookies onto a cooling rack to let them cool down. Enjoy the cookies, and for Wildcat Weekly, along with Lily Blanchard, I'm Jenna Henderson.
As the school year comes to an end, yearbooks are being distributed. Rashida looks into how underclassmen can get their yearbooks.
Yearbooks are one thing many students look forward to receiving every year as a way to look back at their time at NEQA. This year, students were going to receive their yearbooks earlier, but due to COVID-19, plans have changed.
For underclassmen, freshmen through juniors, we're waiting to find out when to access the school to distribute those. We can't mail them because they're sitting at the school, but we are hoping to be able to distribute this summer. But if not, my guess would be in August at school readiness days.
Although the 2019-2020 school year has come to an end a lot earlier than expected, the yearbook staff was still able to put together a yearbook for us.
I really want to acknowledge that the 4 editors who did the work, Kennedy Carlson, Leslie Feehan, Elise Kim, and Sydney Stainer, they did an incredible job of getting this book done. We spent 2 weeks out of school having to complete a yearbook, and that had never been done before.
Thank you so much to the yearbook staff for putting together the 2019-2020 yearbook. We thank you for all your hard work and dedication. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Rashida Batra.
While Wildcat Weekly may seem like a well-put-together show, we still have our screw-ups from time to time. Lexi and Sam show you some bloopers from this season of Wildcat Weekly.
What you see on the screen is very different from what happens behind the scenes. Here are some bloopers from this season of Wildcat Weekly.
With the cancellation of many sports across the country, oh boy, come on!
As we experienced last week, winter is a dumb. Okay,
As many
NEQA will be hosting its annual Veterans Day ceremony tomorrow.
Let me just say it's October and it's snowing, so
This is not fun. And I don't want to mess up any more lines because then she's gonna. Is then.
Oh my god. Do I look good though?
Sam. When we look good. That's it. Thanks.
TikTok has recently become a popular. Thank you.
Okay, bye guys. Ready?
Bye. Oh, that was so cute.
Hopefully you all will have a couple less screw-ups over your summer than we had in some of our Wildcat Weekly stories. And for Wildcat Weekly, along with Lexi Mugalu, I'm Sam Drake.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great summer, Wildcats.